topic is pitra dosh remedies. Now since the pitra time is going on and many of you have asked this on the Gmail that please tell Guru Didi to explain about that what kind of shraddh we should be doing and what kind of ancestors curse if we have, or any ancestors problem or pitra problem if we have, how to get rid of this, and give us some remedies on it and throw some light on this particular topic, because there's so much happening outside. There's so many people guiding on different aspects of pitra dosh, or even on the internet. So most of the followers wanted to know, and the new people who have joined our channel, that please speak on the remedies of pitra dosh. Okay, so let's talk about first of all that when is the shraddh needed. Of course most of you know, and for the overseas people, the foreign clients who are not aware of this, then shraddh is given to a person after death happens. Okay, so this is one of the rituals, a very important ritual that we follow. Okay, it has a very relevant meaning and secrets behind it. So this is what shraddh means basically. Okay, and in India mostly all of us know what is the meaning of shraddh. So now what are the symptoms? Okay, now there's sometimes, see, I would not talk about things which you already know. I will talk about things that sometimes you feel with your own self but you don't have answers for them, so you're actually searching for the answers within. Alright, so okay, so let's talk about the symptoms. Like some of you have written to us that we see our grandfather, or a deceased person or the family member, or even friends, sometimes a known person in our dreams. Okay, and his or her face just comes in front of us, and we are surprised as to why we are getting that person in our dreams. That's one of the symptoms. Alright, then sometimes you also see dead people. Dead people, you're talking about your family members or your near, your dear ones in your dreams, because they want to give you some signal. They want to tell you something. They want to communicate with you about something that's really important. Now this important thing can be about their life, or it can be about your life. Sometimes it's also said, and it's true also in few of the cases, that in fact many of the cases, that sometimes the deceased people of a family, if treated well, and if they have a lot of emotional attachment with one particular family member, they act like guardian angels for us also. They come as signs and signals to us to make us aware of the mishappening that's about to happen in our lives. Okay, yes, it may sound very weird, but that's true. Okay, in most of the cases we have seen this, that the dead people or the deceased people are coming and giving signs to the family members for their precautions, for their well-beings. Okay, sometimes you also see people in your dreams because they're trying to get your attention. Now the next question arises, why attention? Why do they need attention? They are out of this worldly matters. Why do they need attention? See, you need to understand that sometimes it's a journey for them. Afterlife, there is a different thing called as afterlife which actually exists. Okay, most of us don't believe in this. Okay, but that does not mean it does not exist. It's a complete journey they need to do. Even in the Garud Puran also, it's written that it's a 1-year journey that a soul has to go through. Okay, and I'll make a separate video on that, but however, people who are aware of this in India, they would understand what I mean. So it's a whole journey that they're actually doing for themselves after their death as well, for 1 year. Sometimes they are asking for mukti, they are asking for the rescue for themselves. Okay, so that's why you see them, or you see them in the dreams, or you feel that you're always remembering them in your heart and your mind. So don't be scared, or don't be really worried that as to why this is happening. It's a negative thing, there's something supernatural happening with us. No, that's not the case every time. Now if you're getting all these symptoms or signs, okay, trust me, it's of no use for you to go for a normal shraddh which takes place in India. Like you do the shraddh with a pandit, and it's the same procedure for all that they do, and they say, okay, yes, the mukti is done. That's really not true, because so many of you have written to us, that we have done shraddhs every year, but still we are getting our mother's dreams, we are getting our grandfather, grandmothers, or even sometimes unfortunately husbands' dreams who got actually deceased, wife's dreams. So this vicious cycle is happening. So imagine if you've done the shroud and the ritual is completed in a nice way, in a way that should be done, why are you getting dreams of your deceased people even still? So that means there is something which is missing, right? So then you need to get your diagnosis done. See, you need to really connect with the aura, you need to really connect with the dimension where they are, okay? So, because they go to the Pret Yoni. Okay, these are technical terms, you people will not understand. Just simply understand that it's a 1-year journey, they need to do this. And they really need your help. They really need support from you sometimes, and that's needed. And every year that's the reason the shroud is done. So that they get that help from this particular dimension which they were living at one point of time, okay? So see, I cannot make a very long video on this, but however, if these are the symptoms that I actually talked about, you need to look for remedies in a very serious way from a specialist and not from a normal pandit. I'm not saying that normal pandits do not do it properly all the time. No, some of them know it. But if this is the case, then it becomes a little different, and then you need to go to a specialist who diagnoses. So you can come to us, to Mahakali Vedic Healing Shelter, write to us on the Gmail that these are the symptoms and you really want to get diagnosed about the diseased person and what kind of shroud is needed. Because see, every shroud, it also depends on what kind of sign and signals you're getting. Sometimes it's not a normal case. And here I'm talking about remedies of pitra dosh and not in a normal scene, but I'm talking about where there is something beyond the normal death or something which, in which actually the person is coming in your dreams and trying to tell you or communicate something. You need a case study, you need a diagnosis, okay, for this. And this is a paid service. This is not for free. So many of you say that Guru Didi says that get your diagnosis done. Why are you asking for the fees? Diagnosis is a paid service. I always say that. Okay, it takes a lot to diagnose. Okay, we do a yagna, we do a mantra chanting through your photos, and we get to know. So you need to send the photo of the deceased person. If you have the date of birth, the time of birth, full name, everything, that's fine. Even if you don't have, just a photograph will do. Okay, we will diagnose and tell you that what is the best remedy for this particular pitra dosh to be out of your lives or your family's lives. Okay, so if something like this is happening, contact us, and from there the team will take it forward. Okay, so that's all I want to talk about pitra dosh remedies. I'll see you next week with another second part of pitra dosh, another sort of pitra dosh which is there, and we will talk about it. That's really interesting and that's very informative. So wait for the next week's video on pitra dosh. Okay, and act fast, because right now till the time these people upload, the team uploads this video, the shard would already be started. Okay, so take care. I'll see you next week. Till then, goodbye.